Before we get into today's video, I got something fun to show you. This is not sponsored, nothing like that, but they sent them out for us to try. Denko brake parts cleaner. They reached out, sent us a whole goodie box here with some sweet orange gloves, as well as I believe these ones are normal sort of black ones there. Haven't had a chance to try any of this out because the box just came, but I at least wanted to show it since it's right here and we're about to start on some work stuff here, but I don't know that we're gonna actually need any brake parts cleaner for what we're doing today. So let's get to the limo. Should be a link down below if you want to check some of this stuff out. Like I said, not sponsored, but they were nice enough to send out a box. The moment you've been waiting for is here. It is the next Hummer upload. I did not expect, I will tell you right now, I did not expect the first video on this to blow up quite like it did. It was just one where I was like, I should get the Hummer limo out of the weeds, and I did. And then everybody was really intrigued by that video, and that's awesome. And people want to see stuff happen with it, which is crazy because I posted this video when we first got it, like stuff about it 2 years ago or something like that. And well, nobody really watched. We put a hot tub in the back too. If you didn't watch that video, I'm actually going to link it right up here. It was kind of fun. But we need to get this thing cleaned up before we can do anything to it. I do have a small lift kit, just keys and spacers, and some 37s sitting around that we were going to put on this, but I don't know if we're going to get into the tires and wheels today. But first things first, I got to get this thing moved because my wife is very chill, but she absolutely hates it for a valid reason, which is that glass falls out of the windows all the time. And I don't know if you know, we got kids, so she's not a big fan of that, and I think that's fair. She also hates it for many other reasons, but I think it's awesome, so she can kind of get over that part, but the glass is real. We are about to do a cold start on our Hummer limo. It's 95 degrees outside. It's hot as frick. All right, so check this out though. Hit my head on the frame. Okay, got rid of that. Beautiful custom exhaust on this bad boy. Creates so much power. The whole frame twists when you make a right-hand turn. Gotta leave my mic back here. Here it goes. So much power. It threw my microphone 16 feet. It was like 4. Well, we are off. We'll see what happens. I have my wallet with me for when the cops are inevitably called. Of course, this thing's legal, super legal, so don't worry about that. It has all the proper documentation. It doesn't. All right, and here we go. Should I do this thing like a review? Let's get on it. We made it nowhere. My check engine light still flashing, just like the last video. My microphone is kind of falling off, and my neighbors are relieved to see this thing going away. Lance's neighbors, on the other hand, have no idea what's in store for them. Here's the thing. Mechanically, this thing is solid as can be. It does need a I Learned Pitman arm real bad. Because it's all over the place. Yeah, all the neighbors are out today, so they're probably super thrilled. But I'm waving because I'm a friendly guy. Over bumps, it has a lot of body roll. I mean, you'd expect that, but it's like real significant. About to have to pass a car on a tight road here. That's okay. Oh, I forgot to wave to them. Yeah, it really rocks. But it's not a bad ride. It's like okay. Excited to see my picture on the local Facebook groups later today. Let's see, we got good oil pressure, holding temp nice. Got some fuel in it that's 2 or 3 years old. Going around the corners here, it's actually okay. The I Learned Pitman aren't as bad as I remembered, and we did have a problem when I got it out the other day. The power steering pump must have just been, I don't know, from sitting, must have been not had fluid cycled through, maybe some maybe there is a little leak somewhere or something, but I mean, it obviously has some in it. I didn't add any, and power steering's working fine with no whines, but it wasn't working at all. But that's kind of a typical GM thing. Let's see if the turn signal works. No, because it's got none in the rear. I just remembered that part. All right, any cars at all? We want there to be no cars. There's no cars. Oh, my power steering's now not working great. And turning out to here is, you gotta make a real wide turn. I don't know how anyone would have ever done one of these in like New York City, because you just can't, it doesn't turn. You would have to do a 3-point for everything. I bet the family raccoons that lives in this thing is gonna be pissed. I just had a Ford Explorer go the other direction, and I would like to talk to all the people who are buying Ford Explorers out there. Please just stop. Please just stop. Okay, because somebody kind of freaks out when they see you coming towards them. They're driving a Hummer limo and they think it's a cop. Just not helpful for anybody. All right, we are almost there. Should I say that we're gonna make it with no problems? I will. We're gonna make it with no problems. Nothing could possibly happen between where I am and the shop. Nothing. Here comes the turn. Oh, we're not gonna make it. I don't think. All right, we're gonna have to back up. I didn't swing out wide enough, y'all. Uh-oh. Remember that whole thing about where when I declared that we made it? It won't back up now. Oh, there we go. Come on, baby. It did not like that. It was a very unhappy vehicle. We got her. Almost was a problem there for a second. Excuse me. Could you tell me how to get to the medical school? I have a lecture there in about 20 minutes and my driver is a bit lost. Yep, we made it safe and sound in the Hummer H2 limo that has seen some stuff, okay? I think my goal right now is to get the glass off of this thing. So what I'm gonna do is get a hammer, utility knife, whatever we gotta do, vacuum. I have a little battery vacuum, and I'm gonna take it somewhere off of the macadam here because it's gonna make a mess. And start pulling this glass out. So at least we can get rid of the glass concerns for it. And then we can actually start cleaning it up properly. Well, we just ran into an unforeseen issue. It's not a huge problem for like life, but this is up in park. That's in reverse. Park, reverse. The cable for the shifter either just broke, which is kind of what it felt like. I kind of felt it snap a little bit, I think, when I was putting this up, and so it didn't go up into park, and now I can't even get this out of anything because it's not reading like it's up in park. So I got my foot on the brake, all of that stuff, and I don't think it'll restart as it sits here. The key does go and come out though, so it's reading that correctly. I don't know, but that just happened. Give me every 6 or 8 months and I come up with a good idea, and this one was that I was trying to find a good place to mount my phone, and I opened the door, which puts it at the correct angle for what we're doing right here. So yeah, you give me an abnormal amount of tries and time, and I'll come up with at least one good one. Now, my guess is that utility knife is going to be the best one, but I'm going to start with this scraper just to see where we're at in here. Oh. Tell you what, this looks like a glasses situation due to the glass popping everywhere. Didn't set up the camera on this side because I was on a roll, y'all. And we got this side completely out, vacuumed up, not like perfectly clean because the whole inside's still filled with glass, but that we can do later. I just want to keep the stuff from falling off onto the ground. Now the ground up here is absolutely covered with glass. This stuff here was the original GM stuff, which they used a much harder sealant to peel off than the Limo, you know, customization company, Crystal, only the best. But, you know, it worked out pretty good here. It worked out pretty good. I had to cut these lights off, but we were going to get new lights for here anyways. So, if you're wondering, these are not flat panes of glass. No matter how much it looks like it, they are actually not flat. There's a slight concave to them, which sucks, but we might end up just putting, probably plexiglass, honestly. Even if we have to do like a seal in the middle a little bit or something, a little strip. But, the glass, I can't find it. I can't find where to buy it, anything like that. A lot of the Limo conversions actually just use this glass, and they put little, you know, seams the whole way down. I think this actually looks way nicer, but it is custom glass, and this thing's just not worth it. So we'll figure something else out, maybe just a little plexiglass or metal or anything. It's like it's too dark to see in anyways. It's not like it really does anything. It doesn't need to be glass. Now, I'd like to move this thing again so that we can wash it, get the interior cleaned up, all that, but we got to check one thing. I got to block up here, see if we can get it back into gear. What's up down here? The e-brake was holding, so I don't even think we need the block, but I also really don't want to get run over. Oh, there we go. Run over by a Hummer Limo. Okay. Sorry, where I'm standing, I can't see it as well as you guys can. Let's see here. So if I go, let's see, we should be the whole way. So this is up in park, so this needs to go up here. I don't know if it'll go or not. There we go. Okay, so that we just need a new end for. Also, if you want to see the drive shaft or anything, there you go. It's a ways back there. Now that should have put this into a mode where we can actually start it. Yep. There we go. All right, let's take her back down to the house. I want you to know I'm risking my phone for this shot, so be thankful. That linkage popped off again. Here's the professional fix. Just a whole lot of tape. A lot of tape there on the end, and hope that it holds together. All of the pieces are down here on the ground from the bushing, so we'll just have to get a new one of those.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
All right, I am just about out of time. That's the problem. I would love to get this thing a bath. I'd love to clean out the whole inside. That's what I was planning to do, but I am simply out of time for today's upload. So we will get back to it. We're going to do more actual work to it that is like productive. I promise we're going to get there. It's just been crazy. But we did get the biggest annoyance out, and that is that glass, and it just took me a little bit longer. Also, kind of wiped it off now, so you can't see all of my cuts and stuff on the hands. You should probably wear long sleeves and gloves. I think every person who is watching that, besides myself, before I even started, was like, oh, he's going to put on long sleeves and gloves. I didn't. Also, safety glasses would have been much, much better. So we'll see how this all shakes out in the next few days for me. But yeah, don't do what I did there. It was way too, it just splattered everywhere. So it is running okay. That's cool. My electrical tape held up for the shift linkage, and I just got to buy the new bushing for that. And we'll run some codes here in the next upload probably, and just see what all we got to do as far as the flashing check engine light. I suspect we're going to find, I'm thinking injectors. I mean, that's what we just had in the other H2. Yeah. By the way, we have another H2 if you didn't know that. So, all right. I'm going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys following along. I appreciate your enthusiasm for the Limo. I would love I don't know if I said this in the other upload. I want to find an SUT rear end for this, and it has been almost impossible for a reasonable price. So I don't know. We'll just see. But we are gonna get it done and running one way or the other, even if we don't end up doing that. So appreciate you guys. See you in the next one.